Thank y'all for being here. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you, Jason C. Waller.
Welcome to, yeah, that's right. The hat means this is Jason C. Waller. If you see me in shorts and coffee-stained t-shirts, that's just Jason
Jay Waller.
Yeah, Jay Waller. People call me Waller more now, which I guess I get, but it's always been, I was little Jason in high school because we had a very big Jason, and I was like, I get it, guys.
And you're very little, so
and,
it makes sense.
and it was a fact. And then I came back, when I became an adult, I didn't have any Jason friends, so I was like, ha!
Waller's a better name than Jason.
Dare you to call me little Jason. I will cut you with your own knife. I'm just kidding, man. You little Winchester. That was hilarious that you said earlier that my oldest Atlanta friend, I remember I was coming back from Asheville. This is like a decade ago.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more. I was working the Corner Tavern circuit.
Oh, boy.
East Point Corner Tavern, the Edgewood Corner Tavern, and the Little Five Points Corner Tavern. And it was just like, we had a friend of a friend, and I was like, yeah, I'll come gig with you. And
that's what I said to you?
Yeah. No, I don't even think we met until you came to the gig.
I think that's exactly right.
And I was like, hey, Jason, I was sitting in that corner, and everybody else was on the other side of the restaurant because they're like, ugh.
God,
but by the time we got to Wagon Wheel,
whew,
I knew.
It was time to play it twice.
Yeah, I knew that we were going to be buddies. And it was just fun, It was like, we knew.
What key do you play it in?
Yeah, A or G, buddy. What? And then we did a lot of gigs together.
Yeah.
And I stayed on your couch for a long time. And, it's funny, that whole time, it was like a summer, I guess.
Summer of 2009.
Of 2009. There you go.
Or 2008. It was 2008, I think, and it lasted until the summer of 2009.
And I never saw you writing a song.
I still haven't, actually.
And I want to know what that looks like. Does it all come a sudden? Do you sit down? Do you have to be alone? Can you be out in public?
I have to be alone, I think. I mean, any of the ones that actually, for a song to stick around, and when I mean stick around, to the point where I'm going to play it more than the initial moment of writing it. And sticking around meaning like I'm going to play it again. I'm going to play it again the next day. And then I'm going to play it with a friend. And then I'm going to play it live. And then I'm going to play it live twice. And if that happens, if all of that happens, it generally means that I sat down and it happened within 10 minutes. That's been pretty universal for me. Like if I have to sit down and I'm gonna write a song today, that never works. And I mean, sure, I might write a song, but it's gone. I mean, it's like it's just like making a drawing or making a painting, and it's just there. But if a song sticks around and lasts for years and gets put on a record, and I get to play it by myself, or I get to play it with a stand-up bass player, or I get to play it with a guy on bongos, or I get to play it with a full band, and it has that much of a life, it generally happens like that. And it's just like, it's not even me, man. It's just it's just coming out into the world, and I'm just like a conduit for it, I guess.
There's that John Prine interview where he's at a kitchen table. He's like, if I don't write this, someone else down the road's going to, because it's just going to pass right through.
That's right.
I might as well be me. I spent a couple of years just writing every day and doing that. Like, I'm going to write a song today. And I took the Annie Leibovitz approach, where I was going to write 1,000 songs and just hoping one of them was good enough. And so I put that number on it, and then it just freed me up to be able to write bad songs over and over again.
I've been writing bad songs forever, so that never was a problem for me. But when they when a good one happens, like, it's obvious, like that one worked.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've played a show at Wonderoot, or played a show here, or played a show at someone's house, or played a show at the Earl and be like, I wrote this yesterday, and then I'll play it, and then it's gone forever. And I'll play it one time live, and then it's lost and gone forever.
I was listening to a 4-song EP that we recorded at Brian Delaney's house on Hosea Williams.
Who, me and you?
Kelsey Wilson came over, and it was a Waller. It was a Waller thing.
I was there?
Yeah, you were playing mandolin. and it was the worst shit I have ever heard. But
I mean, I don't know why I'm pretty much the best mandolin player
ever. It was just interesting to see all of those songs before they got actually recorded, and you were playing mandolin on it, and then
Considering that I don't even remember that, it's hard for me to believe that it's really that bad.
all of it was though. All of it was. So it wasn't. It's just we're so much better at.
Can you play me a
mediocre.
song right now off of those 4 songs?
It was the the John Prine song and Hurricane Pills, and
Oh,
then
man,
but then
Hurricane
speaking of
Pills.
which, there's a song called Meet Her Daddy on there that I never even played live, but I have a recording of it.
Oh, I remember Meet Her Daddy. Gonna meet her daddy.
It's just like a silly country song. So what I have seen you do is a lot of visual art, and that was like, you can't stop doing that.
Yeah, that's the
And-
thing. Music is just like a really like a sidestep, but it's like it brings me equal parts joy because I make a living as a visual artist. At least it's a major part of my. I mean, it's who I am. I mean, it's just like it's straight up just who I am. I mean, I'm nothing else other than that. But it's also a big part of like how I like put food on the table and make sure my dogs are fed, and the cat that my wife rescued off the interstate last night had food. Music doesn't do any of that, but it does make your soul feel good, and I think that's more important. So I've always wanted to be that way. That's why I've never tried to like make money as a musician, because that just seems like stupid.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice.
It'd be
but
sweet, but
I don't want to do it either.
yeah, I just want to make enough to where like you can like keep doing it.
Well, play me one of these awful songs.
What do you want me to play?
I don't know.
Gus, me and Gus have been making a record. What song should I play off the new record?
Is The Woods on there?
The Woods is, but play just go on the line.
Okay. Pacifico and Lime is the last song on the record, and The Woods is the first song on the record.
Oh, nice.
It's cool, man. Like, it's funny, like you say, like we recorded these songs, and I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's been like kind of like what my recording history in my life has been like up until now. Made this record at Standard Electric Audio with the band Pony League, and they've been backing me up for about a year and a half now, and we finally got a full-length record, and we went in. And it's the first time in my entire life. I'm 36 years old, and I've been putting out records since 2000, which was like 6 years ago. And it's the first time I've ever made like a record, like a real deal record. Like everything I've made before this, I thought was a record, and it wasn't. It was just like some stuff we did,
Well,
But this is a real
it does
record.
sound good.
This is actually one of the newest songs I've written. I really haven't. I think I've only written like one song in the last year, and this is one of them. Feeling lazy and I got no direction. I've been bored, got nothing in my head. I used to act crazy and make all the wrong selections. Now I'm home, I'm just lying in my bed. And life ain't bad at all, the bills are always paid. A nice cold Pacifico and a lime in the shade. But I got a hard time doing nothing. Well, I got a hard time doing nothing. I'm feeling lazy and I got no direction. Still I get no rest. I'm getting older, mostly failed inspections. I'm running out of breath. And life ain't bad at all, those bills are always paid. A nice cold Pacifico and a lime in the shade. But I got a hard time doing nothing. Well, I got a hard time doing nothing. I'm doing okay. Band kicks in right here. It's pretty cool. Solo on the guitar. Oh, hell yeah. And life ain't bad at all, and the bills are always paid. A nice cold Pacifico and a lime in the shade. Well, I got a hard time, just like Dusty Rhodes, Daddy. Well, I got a hard time, even most of the time, doing nothing. Well, I got a hard time doing nothing, and I do it okay. You ought to hear Gus's piano part over this on the record. It's beautiful. I wrote that song about beer.
Alright, well, I'll do that. Oh, no, I'm not.
Thanks, Sean.
Well,
That was a killer solo, man. That
so
was,
that came,
was awesome.
that came all of a sudden, just about
Yeah.
beer.
About beer, yeah. Nah, man, life is just like, I got married and like everything started feeling good, and you know, it's like a lot of times, like as a songwriter, like, or as an artist or whatever, like, you know, a lot of like the creativity and like comes from like when you don't feel good, and I was like, let's see what happens if you can write one while you feel good.
It's great. It's a great song.
Thanks, man. I like that solo. If we weren't done making the record, I would.
Can I play man?
No, I played the mandolin parts.
You did, didn't you?
There's no mandolin on the record.
Oh man.
Sadly.
So
Take
a
a
lot of
request.
your songs are very autobiographical.
They are autobiographical.
Autobiographical. Say
Autobiographical.
Thank you, sir. Autobiographical.
It's true. They are.
This is true, and I spent a bit of time. Well, I feel like that's how I write songs as well. It's just like, oh, here's my experience about this one thing that I felt one day, and I just made a bunch of words and situations fit that one memory that I have. But I spent a lot of time like obsessing over the Flint River murders.
Cool.
And I wrote like 20 songs about this. But it's like the Dixie Mafia.
Yeah.
And just like how awful people can get. I dated girls from the trailer park, Deer Creek. And I would hear these stories and have these interactions, like growing up in Jonesboro, and the Flint River was, you know, just south of there, and but then I'm taking this situation, or the details of this story, and I insert them into songs.
Yeah.
And they're somebody killed their girlfriend, put them in a sleeping bag, and threw them in the Flint River, and like tied them with chains, and like a fisherman like caught one of them years later, and it was pretty gross.
That is gross.
Yeah.
People are so messed up.
But and I wrote this weird song. It was like, it's not really anything.
When did you write this song?
I think I had that trampoline.
Mm.
So it was a while ago.
Let's hear it.
Fill your pockets with stones, so you won't get swept away. You won't wasted eyes. I didn't swerve too soon. Broken glass in time. We were set to cruise. Wasted my one phone call on telling you I was right. No one ever accused me of being kind. I faked a smile one last time. I fought the urge of fight or flight. Pride I swallowed ought to be a crime. It felt like a good idea at the time. Guess I could have been a little more kind. I mean no disrespect, I was unsure which words to use the best. It was all a blur. Red sleeping bag, wrapped in chains. Line got snagged, lady luck to blame. Wasted my one phone call on telling you I was right. No one ever accused me of being kind. I faked a smile one last time. I fought the urge of fight or flight. No one ever accused me of being kind. The pride I swallowed ought to be a crime. It felt like a good idea at the time. Little more kind.
Yeah!
I've never played that for anybody.
That's beautiful.
It's weird.
Maybe that'll be the only time you ever do it.
Ever.
No
No,
one ever
I've been
accused me
wanting-
of being kind. That's good.
I've wanted to do. My favorite line is the I wasted my one phone call. I'm telling you I was right.
Well, that was my favorite line until you said the other one. You got two good lines in one song, man.
Dang,
That's
that's
pretty
pretty
amazing.
good.
Knocked it out of the park.
I don't mind doing this to myself every now and then. Oh man. Yeah, the idea of the song swap was just us sitting around going, "Hey, I just wrote a song. You can hear it?"
Yeah.
And then we'd all stop what we were doing. You're like, "Let me hear
Wrote a
it."
song. Wrote a song. Well, here it goes.
And I miss doing that. I'm too busy. Like I have.
Yeah, we used to do that when we were in our.
Younger
20s
days.
or-
I was in my 30s. You were in your 20s.
How old are you now?
I just turned 40.
I'm 36.
I'm,
I'll be 37 because that's what comes after 36. I don't know if you knew that. Or
Yeah,
not.
math.
Um,
I do math. I'm a businessman now. That's why I do math.
And you've done a great job, man. Look at this place. It's incredible, man.
It's open. You know what I mean? We're going to be open at least till the end of next month. You know what
Success,
I mean?
man.
I mean, that's a month of them going, "We'll kick you
Yeah.
out if you don't pay the rent."
They're not gonna kick you out, man. This place is gonna be here forever.
No, some magical things keep happening, and it's
Yeah, you've got a
it's-
magical support system around you, man. What's because you're doing a good thing? I mean, like people wouldn't be supporting you if you were doing some bullshit. Like what you're doing is incredibly important for the city, regardless of what city you're in. But you happen to be in the city of Atlanta, and like you've provided a space where we can be here tonight and be like truthful with ourselves and with each other, which is like something that most people have a really hard time doing, and regardless of where they are. So I mean, like no matter if you do close tomorrow, which you won't. But if you did, like, you did it.
Yeah.
And that speaks massive volumes that will carry you through your entire life and will live on after you're gone, you know? Which I think is like, I mean, maybe it's selfish, but isn't that what you want, like, to do with your life? You want to make something while you're here that lives on after you? Because, I mean, we only get, like, a tiny little blip.
Yeah.
And nothing fucking matters anyway, but, I mean,
Nothing,
like,
yeah.
we like to pretend it does.
What matters to me is like my kids and like being able to do
All 12 of
something-
them?
All 12 of them is to be able to have someone they can look up to and have somebody like an example for them to follow.
Well, shit, and
And-
everything else from here out is bonus.
Right?
Dude. I mean, you've already done it.
I'm done.
You're done.
I could be a deadbeat dad again. I did my 2 years of doing it right, and one of them will remember something. And I did some videos. I just moved Sky into her dorm room today at Kennesaw State.
Like I said earlier, you're definitely, like, the oldest person I know.
I feel that. I feel
You look
that.
it, too.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You look great.
Oh man! But what was it? 10 years, 11 years? We had, we played a lot of shows together. And then
So
our
cool, man.
lives
This
had
shit's so cool. Like,
had
that we're able to
inter-
do this. Like,
intertwined back and forth, and now we're in a band together
again.
again.
And no one's playing mandolin.
Not one. No, he doesn't want that.
It's incredible, yeah.
Well,
It's crazy that we get to
You
do
mean
this.
Ryan Sheffield? Is that the band?
Yeah, Sheffield band.
Sheffield.
Sheffield.
Oh, Brian Highfield got engaged over the weekend.
Saw a picture of that on the Instagram.
We're not really friends. I just stalked him on the internet.
So I had no idea, like, what we were doing tonight, which I kind of did that on purpose. Like, I didn't want to know. It's more fun to, like,
Yeah, just pop in.
to not be prepared. So, like, this was, like, our set list when we had rehearsal with the full band the other day. So these are all the songs on the record. And these were some songs I wrote down today of songs that have never
Oh my
been
God.
that have never been released.
You should definitely play me some Blue Leaves. Because I asked you, I was like, hey,
I wrote that down thinking he's gonna ask me to do that. I should
Yeah.
write that down. What's your, like, silver medal choice? No, I'll do that. I'll do that.
I don't remember how it goes, dude.
Blue Leaves was the first song I wrote when I moved to Atlanta.
Is it the Lost My? No, that's Wagon. Broken Wagon. Yeah, that song gets in my head because I can't find my shoes in the morning.
Different situation.
Yeah, because the imagery in this song, the Blue Leaves, is
You want me to play that one?
yeah, I do actually. And I remember asking, like, it took a while. I was like, "Hey, man, you've done LSD before?" And he's like, "No."
The answer is still no.
He's like, "No, I've never done that." And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Get outta
I was
here.
like, "Yeah." And I was like, "No."
You're lying.
And I like was reading your lyrics to you. I was like, "No, really?"
You should.
But, well, you see the world in like a really colorful way, and just spending time and like looking at your art, and
I shouldn't have written this down. I can't believe it.
like yeah, because I was already forgotten. I'd already forgotten.
I haven't played those songs. The last time I played this song was at the basement of the Star Bar like 4 years ago, and Ryan Sheffield was like, Blue Leaves. And I was like, all right, I don't care, let's do it.
Let's do it.
And he was like, I was like, what capo do you, where do you look for the capo? And he goes, 11. And I was like, all right. And I remember going,
I think I was there for that. Yeah.
what capo? Where'd you have me put the capo?
I don't know. You
Very
know where.
dangerous.
Pick not 11.
How about 2?
Okay.
How about 2? And
We'll see how this goes. I haven't played this song in many years. But this was the first song I wrote when I moved to Atlanta in 2007. This song actually did come out on a little EP, but I mean, no one heard it but my mom. This is my mom's favorite song. She's never listened to a song that I've written other than this one. You know that song that's cool though? Like, you were at my wedding back in November. Steve and Katie played this song for mine and my mom's first dance.
that's awesome.
They played a very beautiful version of it. I don't want to play that thing. First time I ever played this song was in Wonder Basement with you. The last time I've ever been to play this song is on your stage with you. I wish there were blue leaves. Honey, I wish there were bluegrass. With a great big green sky and a white train rolling past. wish I had a yellow house with a big dark red door, with windows on the ceiling and little windows on the floor. I wish I had this place that I see here in my head. Well, I'd drive my 1996 Del Sol and I would live there instead. And I know it won't be long before my time here's all gone. I do what I can, I just want to be a better man before my time here is all gone. Wish the world wasn't so goddamn tired from all this bullshit and no play. It's a shame we can't sing songs that was all night long. We're too old and tired, we got bills that need to be paid. And I wish there were blue leaves. Honey, I wish there were bluegrass with a great big green sky and my 14-year-old dog running past. And I know it won't be long for my time here's all gone. I do what I can, Lord, I try to be a better man for my time here is all gone. My time here is all gone.
That song's even better than I remember. So
That was the best I've ever played. I'm glad it was the last time I'm gonna do it.
no more. Oh man.
It's funny because I think on like the record version, it's got like these fake drums and it's like.
Can't get the drums. Just bang on something. Oh man.
That wasn't that bad. Thanks for asking me to play that. It felt good actually.
Yeah.
Mama Ray would be very happy
It's
right now.
cool to like go back and like I was spending the last 2 days like coming up with songs that I don't ever play or have never played before, and
That's what I did with this side of the list. I was like, I don't know what we're doing tonight, but it could be cool that we played something that hadn't been played before.
yeah.
Why do you have a Brad for a picture framing on this table here?
Why do I have Brad in a picture frame?
I'm gonna use this as a pick for the next song.
Oh my gosh. Well, what would you want to hear? I can't promise I'll remember it.
Oh man. I mean,
None of your songs are good, so I don't want to.
I can't remember a single one of them. I mean, there's a couple obvious ones that like are popping into my head right now. I'm trying to like think of like a deep cut or something.
Digging deeper.
I mean, my first thought was "Tell Mama,"
Yeah, I knew.
but I'm not a "Tell Mama." We used to get so fired up at the Corner Tavern when we played.
Yeah. No,
I mean, Hurricane Pills like really stands the test of time. I mean, I feel like you could play that for the rest of your life. I mean, like, there's that interview with Jacob Dylan where he's like, the only thing good my dad ever told me was that you're gonna write one. You might not ever write anything other than that, but you're gonna write one that sticks with you forever. And so maybe Hurricane Pills is your one headline.
Maybe.
I mean, that's a stupid thing to say. I don't know why I said all that, but that song's great. I wouldn't be sad to hear Hurricane Pills. Man, I want you to play whatever you want to play.
I don't know if this happens to you, but
I'd love to hear the last song you wrote, the most recent song you wrote. That's what I'd
yeah,
love to hear.
cool. I'll do that one.
Yeah.
When I play the songs that I write, usually I go back to the original thing that made me write it. And it's usually a memory or an interpretation of a memory.
Or something that pissed you off.
Yes, or piss someone else off. And I tend to go back and, like, time travel, pretty much.
Do you do that when you're playing it live?
Yeah. And I'll get lost. And
That's why I can't do that. I've heard a lot of songwriters over the years say, like, they'll be on stage 20 years after and they're still in that moment of, like, what made them write it. And if I do that, I'm like, I'm gone. Like, I'm back there. Like, I'm not remembering the song. I have to just be in the moment
I
always.
love being sad. So it's
I have a tattoo right here that it says, I never heard a sad song that I didn't like.
Yeah.
Murder City Devils line, but I think that holds true.
All right. Yeah. This is the last one I wrote. I haven't really been writing.
Same.
I've been building a business and raising children, and it's been pretty cool. So with this place, I had a flash. It was kind of like writing a song. It all came to me, and I was like, these are the components and these are the things that I'm going to go for. And about a month ago, I was looking around. I was like, I did it. I finally reverse engineered myself to this thing that I was trying to attain. And then I was like, now what? So there's like more, like I'm playing more music and trying to work out some like outdoor time, which I don't. I'm here before the sun comes up, and then I leave at
I think
night.
that's why so many people have such like deep fears of the ocean, is because it's such strong waves, and you never know when they're going to hit hard, and you never know when they're going to like be nothing, and that's what makes it so exciting, because you never know. Like in 2000, what is it now? 19, like so 2017. Like, I think I played like 3 shows and didn't do any music. I was so focused on my artwork, and I painted like 8 murals in town, and I like really started building my work, and I didn't play music at all, which is like was really happening. Not playing music was like the first time that happened since like 2001, and that was a huge thing for me to like figure out, like, why am I not playing right now? And it was just the wave, the wave was out. Yeah, seasons change, and now like this week I'm literally playing music every night, like playing here with you tonight, and then I've got rehearsal Tuesday and Friday, and then I'm playing with my full band at the Earl on Thursday, and then I'm playing keys with the band at the Earl on Wednesday. So it's like, you never know. Like,
Who are you playing keys with?
it's a band called Pike Company.
All right.
It's kind of like the mandolin thing.
All right. Well, this is the first line of this song. Is it's been a long season.
Hell yeah, man.
It's been a long season. We both knew it was what it was. You kept your mouth shut, I kept mine too. Walked away with a different point of view. It's been a long time coming. Let's just see how far this can go. I've been doing the work, I've been waiting my turn. I walk away with nothing left to burn. I won't walk anymore, stand my crown, what you screaming for? I was lost, now found, and I can't take one more day waiting on life to change. It's been a long process, Bumps in the road seem so big to us. I've been taking my lumps, wasting time. I've been walking away all my life. I won't walk anymore. I'll stay in my crown. What you screaming for? I was lost, now found, and I can't take one more day waiting on life to change. And this is my John Prine nod. It's been a long Monday. Where do I end and you begin? I've been sick, dropping my pick. I walked around like I need to be fixed. I won't walk anymore. Stand my crown, what you screaming for? I was lost, now found, and I can't take one more day waiting on my life to change.
I love that shit, man. That's so good.
Thanks, man.
That's really good. You've played me that one before, I think.
Have I?
I feel like maybe last weekend, or was it 2 months ago we went to Columbia? And I thought it was last weekend. Whenever that
It
was.
was 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Was it? Okay. No, I love that song, man. It's great. That's my go-to is like, play me the last thing you wrote. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
What's
the
the one you wrote?
The one of the last ones I wrote was like literally almost the exact same chords. I mean, granted, we only both know four, so
or
it's pretty
five,
easy
yeah,
for them to be the same.
I don't put them all in the same song. It's just sometimes I throw in this, sometimes I throw in that.
I'll play the last one. Yeah, it's kind of unfinished, but this maybe will be the only time I do it. Yeah. This song I wrote, me and my wife live in Grant Park, which you know, but you don't. I wasn't pointing at you, I was pointing at the iPhone on the case here. Sorry. It's not an iPhone. And I was sitting in my studio in Grant Park, and I just like, this one just came out, like sitting at the desk. I just think about like, I mean, it sounds cliche, and I mean, shit, it probably is, but I mean, you think about death all the time, especially when you get to a certain age, and so this is just like kind of like the battle between like the art that you make while you're here, and then like what happens like when you're not here, you know. It's called Mona Lisa and Her Dreams of Dying. Mona Lisa took her clothes off to go dance naked in the rain. And I know to you it might seem crazy, but it's true. She never felt more sane. Who the hell are you to judge her? Who are you to judge anyone? Sometimes life gets short, and then times life gets gone, and it sends you back to the dark where you came from. And I'd hate to be the one that tells you, good or bad, for all it's true, no matter what you do, the darkness will find you. This I know, Yes, this I know, it'll find me too. Oh Mona, oh Mona, why can't I fall for you like that rain used to do? Oh Mona, oh Mona, why can't I fall for you like that rain used to do? I'm gonna go into a different song. It's another. This is what I originally thought I was gonna play. I'm happy just to be here. I'm sorry you had to go, but I held my words in broken English. I thought you'd like to know, but my voice fell short like a paper cut as you rosined up your bowl. You kept warm by a blanket full of holes. Well, I'm happy you came to see me. I wish I caught your name, but I held my words in broken English. Man, I was feeling kinda strange. Broken lines through border towns, I was cauterized by shame and kept warm by a blanket in the rain. Well, I want you to be the one. I want you to be the one who gets through. Mona Lisa took her clothes off, and I know you're sad that you couldn't see. Sometimes you get what you want, but most times you don't. As if there's anything in this world left to believe.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate you.
Love you, Jason C. Waller.
I love you too, man.
That was fun.
Looking forward to more songs, more art. I don't tell people I'm going to their shows because then it jinxes it and that I don't go. So I'm not going to your show Thursday.
That's fantastic.
All right, good.
That's fantastic.
All right,
We'll come to the next one at the end of October. I don't know when that will, this is going to come out. Hopefully it'll be before that. But this is a new record that I just made, and it's not out yet, but it will be out at the end of September.
It's a
early October.
Split 7-inch?
Split 7-inch between our good friend Dakota Floyd. Look how pretty this vinyl is. It's the first time I've ever done one of these. Isn't that cool?
That might be the color I did the floors in there.
Puke, cat puke, purple. Well, hey, listen, man. I'm sorry I did the shameless plug at the end.
No, I'll make sure I get it out before then.
I love you, man.
Man. Thank
Put
y'all
five.
for coming out. Put 5. Oh, gosh. When's your show? September?